Hello, guys. The market closed 1 hour ago. Uranium has done really well the past 2 days. I will do the uranium recap after this one. In this, we will look at the commodities, the midweek update. Not a lot going on, really. I think the tomorrow CPI will be the big driver, depending on where the numbers will be. CPI, as you know. As always, like, subscribe, do your thing. And thank you for tuning back in once again. Highly appreciated. So the charts, silver, starting with silver on the weekly. Again, nothing has really happened for the past a lot of, I don't know, this is roughly 8 months of silver. Again, this is our main setup. Hopefully we will have that last punch and we go through. But I wouldn't be surprised to have some sort of scare before we go higher. That is usually how they play the game, right? To getting everyone scared and have to cover, and then, you know, it rallies. So nothing new there. Gold, same thing. I want to go to the daily, I think, on the gold. Still in this kind of iffy bull flag. We really want to have a good weekly close above that 2075. So yeah, maybe we will, if this is a bull flag, maybe tomorrow CPI number could be the one that starts to move. Again, nothing has really happened in my view. The weekly, the overall long-term chart looks fantastic. There's nothing to worry about here. In my view, you can just see that it is a pattern no matter which instrument you use. That is a bullish setup for gold. The downside, or the bit of the scary part, is that this is the gold to silver ratio, and we have actually broken out of our long. Against my, to my surprise, really, this is a very bearish setup, but maybe they will give us that little bit of a scare before we go higher. So yeah, now we are breaking out and we're retesting the highs of these wicks here. Let's see how it holds. That is the top it needs to clear, and I think that is the low. So if we get below here again, I think we're going for a deeper retest of the golden, which is also very textbooky. I don't think you can say that, but very textbook. And yeah, but definitely it's very sketchy right here, both for the bulls and bears. So yeah, the Dixie, the good old Dixie. Also, we are at that big 102 level for the Dixie right here. We have that long-term golden coming from below as support. Also, we have a very long-term green here coming from the highs over there all the way across, and we're sitting right there. Again, bit of an inverted head and shoulders here. However, we had that, huge wick fake out there. So definitely interesting to see if it can still zoom up, or we finally have that major crackdown there for the Dixie. The US 10-year rates, as we discussed, I think last time, or was it in one of the daily updates? I think it was. We had that tag here, and we might go for some sort of like this, and then we go higher. That is the main driver, because we have broken out here from that channel. However, we're still below the 4% level, which is a major resistance to get through. If we get through, however, we could actually see 4.3 rather quickly. I think it depends on tomorrow's CPI, really. I think that's the main driver for gold and silver. Oil, quite interesting here. We have actually tagged that red resistance 3 times within the past, what is it, 10 trading days or so? Yeah, 10 trading days to 12 trading days. It just can't seem to break through. You can see if you go to the 1 hourly here, there it is, more clear right there. It just can't seem to break through. And now we're actually in some sort of bear flag right here. So yeah, I think, again, as we talked about, until it breaks out, the target should be roughly 66 for our beautiful oil right here. Palladium, I want to talk just a tad bit about palladium here. We had our actually 2 fake outs. You don't see that very often. You usually only have 1 and then you blast higher. So, but we had that move up that we look for. Ideally, again, you want to see it bounce right there at the retest and the horizontal support. It just sliced right through. We had, I think, 12 trading days of red. However, as I often mention, if we come all the way fake down to the bottom, we often kiss the opposite side, and here we actually again are tagging that lower trend line of the wedge with a bit of volume, so that's quite good to see. You can just see here it's just been getting killed, and if you were to draw something very, very quick, you can clearly see that this is the first time it's actually trying. It could be just one big bear flag, obviously, but that for now, at least, we're finding some buyers. Let's see how strong they are. Platinum, well, again, overall, in my view, I want to show you. I still think it's a rather bullish setup, but it has disappointed heavily. It really, really has. Also now, we had a huge move up here, and now it's just coming down. I had high hopes for that level right there at roughly 950. Just sliced right through, and we had a 1 day of green. However, the good thing, the positive side, we have a higher low. We have a higher low from 5 highs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one higher high, excuse me, and now hopefully we will make another higher low. But definitely the momentum is clearly down here again. 8 trading days down. So copper, good old copper. Again, we couldn't clear the $4 mark for copper. That is the big level. That's the bull level to get through. And if you get below 3.5, that's very bearish. We couldn't clear it, and now we're actually below again. That doubled rail, again, not ideal, but we have our support coming up from that long-term golden, which I think we should get a bounce. But we could also actually go all the way down to 3.5 again. For now, we're basically just range bound here. And until we either break down or we go up, I mean, you can trade the range if you want to. However, bullish or bearish longer term, that is the level that will show us the direction, in my honest opinion. I think if we break down from 3.5, we have the triangle fill here at roughly 3. And if we break higher, obviously you have the first big level, 3.4, but then also the highs up here, roughly 4.5, 4.8, excuse me. But nat gas with a huge bounce here. Yes, it's very, very cold in Europe. At least it has been for the past week or so. And we had a huge rally here from the low side of the bear flag all the way up to the blue line that is just so well defined, really. Big resistance here, between 3.5 and the blue trend line. But yeah, let's see what happens. This is definitely a big move, and nat gas is really a wild beast when it comes to, if it really wants to go in one direction. There's basically nothing stopping it. The European one, the Dutch, again, we're just in some sort of bear flag here, not quite ideal. We want to get above that 55. That is the big level to get through. Funny enough, it hasn't really rallied here, but the nat gas in US has. So maybe we get that delayed push here. Coal, I want to switch to the Heikin Ashi. Again, nothing major has happened. Again, we're just looking for that white support. Why? That is the 2018 highs. And then we have the golden here. But for now, we're just watching that blue until you can clear the blue. Then, in my view, you cannot be bullish here at all. You want to wait for that confirmation, and then hopefully we'll make some sort of base, and then we can go higher. But the blue one is the first step to say, all right, we are trying to make a base. We don't go straight up immediately. So yeah, that's how I see it. Bitcoin also, yesterday, weird stuff going on. Confirm, not confirm, the ETF. However, what I saw, again, I could be completely wrong, but what I saw, right here, that was the first news that it has been approved, and you started to see an immediately 5 to 6% sell-off here, boom, all the way down. Again, to me, indications that I've been saying for a long time, again, I could be completely wrong, that this is a big, big sell, the news event. Just like we saw over here. That was also the futures ETF that got approved, and then yeah, the rest is history. I think we could see the same again here again. I think everything is priced in, more or less. But yeah, let's see. Uranium stock price, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Only one zone here, really, the $100 level. I think we're still coming in here. I'm really, really interested in seeing what happens when we get there. There's a few things that can happen. You get a very hard rejection. I think that's again, maybe I'm biased, unlikely. Or you can come up and have a bullish, beautiful, bullish consolidation below for like half a year, 1 year. That's also very beautiful to see. Or you have this kind of vacuum. There's no trades done between 100 and 130. So you could actually, when you come up here, just like a what do you call it? I don't know, but that's just lift off. You just fill the gap completely, and then we can see. So I think that's the three main thing that that I'm like expecting here. But again, this is a very strong move, and every move has an end station until you need to pause or have a break. So, but definitely very good to see. Also, that's something I will cover to some degree in the uranium recap. So again, very quickly, sugar here bounced at our $20 level, more or less. But again, I think it's just a bear. For now, to me, it is still just a bear flag in the making. I think it will be very hard for this to hold, actually. So yeah, nothing, I will not occupy any more of your time. But for now, it is a big retest of these highs here. And it needs to prove itself right here. The big retest. And yeah. Soybeans. Again, the neckline here is still in play, breakdown, retesting, and then just grinding here. We had some hopes when we broke out, obviously. Yep. And then we just kept sliding in. And as I often say, false breakouts usually leads to a move to the other trend line of that formation that you have. And then we can maybe go higher or we can break down here. But again, I actually favor the downside. I think this neckline here is now completely in control. The measured move is roughly 1,050. I think that is my expectations. Not tomorrow, but sometimes in 2024. The setup here for silver against M2 money supply is still my overall formation is this, an inverted head and shoulders. And what you want to see, just like we saw on gold, maybe we have that fourth, higher low, and then we blast through, and then there we go. But definitely this is bullish, breaking out bullish consolidation here. And to me, I think it's just a waiting game before we go higher. The setup here is beautiful, but again, nothing is guaranteed. Same for gold. We have actually broken out more convincingly from that upper trend line in the blue bull flag, and then we came into some resistance here. So again, we have broken out. Gold is now outperforming, or at least trying to do some heavy outperforming here in the coming years of the M2 money supply. And if the banks are going to print a lot of money and you can have gold outperform that, beautiful. I will take it every single day of the week. That's it. Now I will upload this video and I'll do the uranium one. There's a lot to talk about. I'll try to make a very bullish case, obviously, and a very bearish case from where we are right as we speak. Cheers.